Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm in Girard, Ohio at Pastimes Arcade. This is Varkon. Now, there was only 90 of these made. When you first look at this, you're like, oh cool, it's an arcade game that I've never heard of. It's actually a pinball machine that's disguised as an arcade game in my opinion. So there's actually a pinball playfield embedded in here. And the thing is, it's tilted away from you and you're actually playing on a mirror. It's very, very cool. And like I said, only 90 of them were made, so it's super unique. It does have flippers like a traditional pinball machine, except you don't have flipper buttons. You actually use the joysticks to move the flippers around. It's also got this sinister demon looking guy in the middle. I can only assume that that's Varkon. There's some details about the game, but there's not a lot because they only made 90 and then it was discontinued. I don't know why, I guess it was just not popular with buyers at the time. Okay, so I really wanted to show you the inside of the Varkon just to get the idea of what's going on here. So you can see you've got a mirror right here. So there's a mirror that goes this way. So when you're playing the game, you're playing off the mirror, but the playfield's actually down here. So if you come in with the camera a little bit, you can see the playfield's actually on the bottom. So what a wild thing, because when you're playing it, the playfield looks like it's vertically in front of you. And then of course all your boards, the logic boards to run it are all right here. But let's just look real fast so you can see. That's what you see. How insane is that? And the playfield's actually hiding down below. So I think this is one of those things where I gotta hand it to Williams. I think they did something that was very innovative and maybe even a little risky for the time. Maybe one day I'll find one, I don't know. But believe it or not, this one in particular was close to $11,000 at auction. So very out of reach for some. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that little closer look at the inside of the cabinet. But it's very, very cool. And I was drawn to it mainly just because it's super unique and different. But the crazy thing is, so at Pastimes they have all these crazy games. They've got unique games. There's 600 games total that are operational and working in this room. I'm gonna take you over here because I thought that this concept of a vertical pinball machine was just Varkon. We can go way back in time here at Pastimes Arcade and I'll show you something completely crazy off the wall that almost looks like this concept, but way before its time. Let's go check it out. So I don't know if Varkon was the first to do this idea of a vertical pinball playfield inside a traditional arcade cabinet, but this is Sea Hunt. It's by a company called Allieds. I don't know where this came from really, I don't know the history, but this is also a vertical playfield. But this is probably, I'm guessing, from the 1970s. I don't even know the time period. I'm trying to see if there's anything dated on it. Maybe I can look at the back and see, but I don't know. I don't know what time period. I'm gonna guess the 1970s. So if you think about it, that was the 80s. And so you're talking about a decade before that. But kind of cool, same concept. You know, you control the flippers with these joysticks. On this one is a little bit different because you can kind of nudge the table by pushing it up. So instead of like a traditional pinball machine where you nudge it, you actually move these. This is super wild. Now I like Varkon better, but I have a definite appreciation for something like this to think. It's pretty innovative in its time. I don't know if they did it for space-saving purposes, but pretty cool. So let's round off playing some Varkon, and then we'll wrap things up. So the other day I was like curious, like how much does a Varkon cost? And I was shocked at how much this has increased in value. I mean, you'd be lucky to find one for like, you know, $8,000. So obviously it's not in the cards for me, but it is a game where I feel like I've been on this kick of wanting to buy unique and rare titles. I want to have games that are hard to find, but $8,000 is kind of a lot. Well guys, that was Varkon. Like I said, there's only 90 of these made. If you do see them out in the wild, you're lucky. You should definitely try to give it a play. Now, I'm wondering where all these things are hiding out at because I literally never, ever see them. And like I said, the cost of these right now is astronomical, so it's not in the cards for me. but I can enjoy it here at a place like Pastimes Arcade. The only other place I know where there's one that you can go and play it is Galloping Ghost. So if you find yourself in Ohio or Illinois, give it a shot. You won't be disappointed. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that quick video on Varcon. Now, that Varcon that we saw was actually at Pastimes Arcade in Girard, Ohio. I just came back from there, from the grand opening. And this Sunday, I'm gonna have a premiere video at 9 a.m. Pacific and noon Eastern time. And then following that video, we're gonna have another video, sort of a double feature on Arcade Hollywood's channel. So we're gonna have my video, his video, and then if we plan it right, there'll be a Q&A afterwards. But I'm really excited for you guys to see the whole video on Pastimes Arcade. We had a blast. There's a bunch of really unique and awesome things that happened, but hey, I'm not gonna spoil it now. You're gonna have to watch. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, put your comments below, and hopefully I see you this Sunday, June 11th at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. I'll see you there. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one. Hey guys, wait, no? No, not here. Sorry.